Hi guys, good to see you. Well, kind of. Um, we're gonna try our first 8th grade math lesson via video. So I'll go through it like I usually do in class, through all the examples and things like that. And then if you have any questions, you can always call me or text me or email me or FaceTime or whatever you need to do to get you through your math assignment. And hopefully this will go smoothly. So let's turn to section 8.2 on page 320. Okay, page 320. So it's been a long time since we've mathed, I get that. So hopefully this will go really well. But I just want to review a couple of things. Remember when we're solving inequalities, which are these guys here. Remember when we're solving those, we solve it just like if it was an equal sign. We do the same things. We add, subtract, we do the opposite to move things from one side to the other, okay? So the only thing that's different is if we multiply or divide by a negative number, we have to switch our sign, okay? But other than that, we pretend it's an equal sign and we do it the same exact way. So let's go ahead and give it a try, all right? So let me get rid of these. And let's start with example number 1 on page 320. So I think we did some of this before vacation, but all we need to do, all they're doing now is they're adding more steps to what we've already been doing, okay? So here we go. It's x minus 6 is greater than or equal to negative 10. For example number 1, they want us to solve it and then to graph it, okay? So we're going to solve it first. Remember when we're solving these, we want to get that x by itself, so we need to get rid of this negative 6 right here because our goal is to get this x right here all by itself. You guys are getting much better at this than you were earlier this year, so I think we should be okay. So if I have a minus 6 to get rid of that, what's the opposite of subtract? Add, good, so we're going to add 6, but we're going to be fair and do it to both sides, okay? So the x drops down, a minus 6 and a plus 6 together make a 0, so that's gone. Greater than or equal to, and what's negative 10 plus 6? Remember, at this point in time, if you're not sure, just plug it into your calculator so we know for sure you get the right answer, okay? Negative 10 plus 6 is negative 4. Man, I wish you guys were here to make sure I'm mathing correctly. And we're done. Remember to graph. We're just going to go negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1. That's good enough. Remember, we use a circle, and we have to check our sign to see if it's filled in or empty. So this one is also equal to, so do you remember what that is? Okay, we fill it in because it also could equal negative 4. So we fill that in, and this is everything. So remember, I draw that little line up so it's easier for me to do. This is everything greater than. So which way is greater than? This way. Okay, and we're done. Easy as that. Okay, let's try example number 2 on page 321. Okay. Okay, example number 2 on 321 says negative 8 is greater than 1.4 plus x. All right. Okay, so our goal again is to get this x right here all by itself. So we need to get rid of this 1.4 that's here. So to get rid of a 1.4 that's positive, we do the opposite, which is, all right, subtract 1.4. Okay, so we do it to the side, remember too, because we need to be fair and do it to both sides for it to remain the same. So it's negative 8 minus 1.4. If you're not sure, do it on your calculator, but if you're doing it in your head, remember two negatives, if they're both negative, we add them, and our answer is still negative. So this would be negative, and 8 plus 1.4 is 9.4, because we're at negative 8, and we're going even further this way, okay? So negative 9.4, a 1.4 minus a 1.4 went away, and we have an x. Okay, now normally we like our x to be over here, so I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it that way. X, okay, I keep the little edge of my sign with the x, and then I put my negative 9.4. I didn't change anything, I just flipped the whole thing around so that the x was on this side, which is where we like it. And then it said to graph again, so we'll go ahead and do that real quick. Negative 9.4, we could just do this, negative 9.3. I mean, let me give ourselves some space here. We could do negative 9.6, negative 9.5, negative 9.4, negative 9.3, 3 is okay. If we don't have all the way to 0 on here, it's totally fine. So we're going to be at negative 9.4. Is this going to be open or closed? We have just a less than sign. What's that going to be? Open, right? Because it's not also equal to. So open, and here we go. X is everything less than this number. Which way is less? Okay, this way. Everything less, but not equal to, so it's an open circle. Okay? I wish you were here so I could see if there was any questions. I'm looking around, but nobody has any questions. Okay, so let's look at example 3. On a train, carry-on bags can weigh no more than 50 pounds. Okay, let's think about that for a second. No more than. Could they weigh 50 pounds? Yes, they just can't weigh more than 50 pounds, right? So they have to weigh, the bags, we'll use a B so we know what we're talking about, have to weigh less than 50 pounds or equal to 50 pounds, right? Because it says no more than, okay? So, your bag weighs 24.8. So my bag, let's start with our 24.8 actually. That's how much my bag weighs right now, 24.8. And then write and solve an inequality that represents the amount of weight you can add to my bag. So here's my bag. I want to add some weight to it, a mystery amount of weight. But when I'm done adding that weight, I have to have my bag equal to 50 pounds or less than 50 pounds. Okay, so I'm just going to use X. They use W, it looked like. That's okay. It doesn't matter which letter we use. I'm going to say that total, my bag plus what I add, has to be less than or could be equal to 50 pounds. Okay? To write my inequality, I think I'm done. Okay, then what do they want us to do? They want us to write and solve. So let's go ahead and solve. So I need this X by itself. Just like always, they used a W, remember, it doesn't matter what letter you use. Okay, I need to get rid of this 24.8. So to get rid of a positive 24.8, what do I do? Good, subtract 24.8. Subtract 24.8 over here, because remember, we have to do it to both sides to be fair. This will go away. X will be less than or equal to, what's 50 minus 24.8? Go ahead and use your calculators or just look in the book right there. 25.2. So my amount that I add has to be less than or equal to 25.2 what? It's a word problem. We need to make sure we label. We would label pounds. Okay? Okay, that's it for this section. 8.2 should be pretty okay for you. Remember, use your calculator. There's a couple of problems I see here that have fractions. No problem. Don't be scared. Just plug them into that awesome calculator and go for it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy, more than happy to help. Okay, just let me know. All right, you guys. Hope it goes well. Bye-bye.